What's up, everybody? It's your boy Silent, and today we've got a video on Black Ops Cold War. So this is the early access, so we're going to take a look at some of the maps, weapons, some of the little things I noticed that were introduced. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Cut to the intro. Alright guys, so first off we see Dirty Bomb and Combined Arms Mosh Pit. You can see down under on the locales, there's only like 2 or 3 maps for each one. We're going to start off with Combined Arms. It's more of just like a big game of domination. You can see all the operators that we have here that are kind of just within the beta. I don't know if there's going to be any customization options, but you know, DGI, SPETSAS, SEALs, SOG, CIA, all that good stuff. So we start off here on Cartel, like I said, Combined Arms Domination. It's like the mode from Modern Warfare. You got 5 points and you're just trying to capture them all and score as many points as you can. So here we've got some of the introductory weapons. You've got the Krig, the RPD, and the Milano, which looks like an Uzi. I started off with the Krig because I'm a fan of ARs and it's kind of the more balanced. Right off the bat, gameplay was super smooth. So you got all your points and stuff off here to the left. Same thing, it's capture domination. More people in there, you capture the point faster. You got your score streaks off to the bottom right corner. I believe they do have time recharges. So if you can't use back-to-back like UAVs or artillery strikes, which are kind of the standard right now, and an attack helicopter. Another thing I noticed was this little bit right there, a little health bar. I kind of like that. Let you know exactly how close you are to killing somebody. Gunplay still feels really smooth. I mean, it's Call of Duty, but I feel Treyarch did a really good job, along with Raven, on making the gunplay seem a little bit, I don't know, I feel like it's cleaner than Modern Warfare, but just a hair. But you can see I still got gatted there. The stun effects are actually really nice. I prefer the stun and flash effects in this game than the Modern Warfare. It really threw me for a loop, and you know, it brings that effect a little bit closer to immersion in terms of your grenades. So that was really nice to do. An issue that I already found was, you know, there are still some spawn issues. Depending on how many flags you have, team can immediately spawn behind you and wipe you out 4 times in a row. My friend Kenny at Silenth Gaming also had an issue with frame rates on PC. So I don't know his specs on his computer, but mine ran just fine. But he did have mentioned multiple times throughout our playthrough frame rate drops, which caused him to get killed. So if you're on PC, keep an eye out with that. They do have crossplay enabled. So I'm on Xbox, my friends were on PC, so you can play with your friends on multiple platforms. Another thing I didn't like was the lack of map rotation. I feel like I got Cartel, this map in particular, a lot. On Combined Arms and on just Mosh Pit. There was a pretty frequent map, so hopefully they can fix that in actual multiplayer. There also doesn't seem to be a mounting system in this game, so there were a couple times when I got in some firefights and tried to mount and cover and just meleeed at the air and immediately died. So that's something also to keep an eye out for, just in case, you know, you do try to use a mounting system as part of your game. It's not gonna work for you here, so you have to come up with something else. Sliding and maneuverability is something I think they're really trying to go for here, because it is a lot more fluid, and there's a perk called Gung Ho dedicated to that, where you can fire, move, sprint, all at full speed while sliding and crouching. So it's, I believe, something they're trying to opt for a lot more in Cold War. When it's all said and done, this map was pretty fun. There are some good sight lines, good cover. There are some open areas that you can actually get schwacked on pretty bad. There's a tower that you can snipe from. But, I mean, as far as the game mode goes, it's big team domination, and it's all the same. So let's just jump into the creator class at heat level 4. Alright guys, so once you rank up to level 4, you can create your own class. It's the same system they've been implementing for years. Assault rifles, submachine guns, your tactical or DMR rifles, light machine guns, and snipers. You level up your weapon, you get your different attachments for your body, your stock, your muzzle, things like that. Edit your perks, your equipment, and a thing called wild cards, which give you like essentially overkill, extra grenades, extra ammo. Some random, you know, advantage things like that. But let's get into the new game modes. So here we have Dirty Bomb on Alpine, and after the first game I didn't know how to feel about it, but essentially what you got to do is it's squads of 4, and there are about 10 to 12 teams, so it's a pretty big multiplayer map. But you have five bombs, and you drop down and you kill enemy players and pick up uranium off their bodies, and you deposit that onto these bomb sites, and the objective is to detonate as many bombs and get as many points as you can before any other team reaches 500. What I did like about this though is there are some war zone aspects here. So you can kind of see down by your squad's name that you have plates. Right next to the left of the ammo is how many uranium deposits I'm able to put down into the bomb. But there's reviving, there's downing. If your whole squad wipes, you have to redeploy from the planes. There are crates like the one I just died next to, where you can pick up a bunch of perks and kill streaks to help you guys out. But as you can see here, you have a bomb detonating. There is a little ring around your mini-map showing you that if you stay there, you will be killed by the explosion just like that. And then here's where you can see the whole squad wipe. And you have to wait a large amount of time the more you do squad wipe. But detonating the dirty bomb, it does take a considerable amount of time if it's just you. If another person comes to your bomb, the little figure down there under the bar will go to 2 and 3 people, and you can detonate the bomb faster to, you know, speed up the process and get you out of there and not get shot at like I'm being shot at here. So pretty handy. And then once the bomb explodes, you do get a significant score increase. So here we jump from 267 all the way to 318. I believe you get a pretty good bump of blowing up bombs, and your bombs are indicated by the blue shield being broken, and enemy bombs are indicated by the red shields being broken up there. But after all bombs are destroyed, like I said, there's only 5 of them. After all bombs are destroyed, they do reset, and you essentially do the same thing over and over again until you get 500 points. This did quickly become one of my favorite game modes in the beta, just because it's a fun little mix-up. It's got a little bit of Warzone and everything. Really good objective game for squads. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. It was very fun. One thing I didn't like about the game mode, the squad wipe timer, I feel is a little long. I think it starts out at 20 seconds. If your team does wipe, you can lose 2 or 3 bomb sites if you're really close to detonating. You can lose them all within that time, and there's nothing you can do about it. So there's that aspect. I did like that there's all the perks, you know, uranium pouches, air patrol, sentry guns. I did like that a lot. There's grenade launchers and everything that you can pick up off people, so it's just a matter of looting. There are vehicles you can take, snowmobiles, helicopters. I saw somebody have like a dual rotor plane. I can't remember what the actual designation of those are. An Osprey, there you go. An Osprey looking plane taking off and firing rockets, so that was pretty cool. That schwacked me a couple times. But yeah, you can use these to traverse the map a lot faster if you're alive, and coordinate with your squad where you're gonna go next. But I mean, other than that, there's not much to not like about this mode, personally. I mean, you can't really fight like the spawns or anything because people just drop in behind you and above you. Once there is one bomb left, it can get very hectic and kind of frustrating because you're gonna have every team going for that bomb site, and you really can't do anything to besides holding your ground and letting all the lead fly out. But like I said, there's a lot to like here, and I'm excited to see what other maps they have for this game mode to brighten up the space and break the pace of the game a little bit, from, like I said, domination, like team deathmatch, hardpoint, all the regular stuff. So that was pretty fun. So next we'll just get into one of the maps that we saw from the trailer, which was Satellite, I believe. So we'll get into that right now. Get me, please. Grenades. Black. Alright guys, so here's the new map, Satellite, that we saw from the trailer. It looked like a lot of the clips from the trailer were just entries from the maps. You'll see that in another one later. But like I said, this is just small team domination. So the big team domination that we saw earlier in the video was like 12v12 or 18v18, something crazy that it can get up to. Whereas this is just, you know, 5v5, 6v6, small team deathmatch. This map was really fun. I love the sight lines on these, so you can go low to the left or go high to the right if you're fighting from the Jeep side, and really mount a quick offensive and hold your ground at B if you're able to cap it, because you can see through a lot of the spawns, and a lot of the cover that is offered by the defending A team. But here the game flow felt really good. You get your score streaks pretty quickly. As far as the proximity mine that I just dropped, you are able to see those pretty easily, even without the perk that lets you see score streaks and stuff through walls. So just keep your eyes out for those, because they can blow you up really fast. But yeah, good stuff. Alright guys, also just keep in mind that they can flank around very quickly, and hang out at the back of your points and just shoot you right in the back as you spawn. It's another aspect on here that, like I said, spawns in Call of Duty games are just usually, for whatever reason, god awful. So it's just kind of always checking your six and making sure there's no one behind you at your respective C or A points. But the tables in here can turn really quickly, and once you get to halftime, you do end up switching sides. So if you're on C, you go to A, and if you're on A, you go to C, and try to make that a little bit easier and even out the pacing a little bit. Because if you do get, you know, spawn trapped, you can essentially try and do the same thing to the other team and even out the score a little bit. But like I said, everything's still really fluid. Knowing where your spawns are is going to be huge, as it always is. And then just keeping an eye out for your team and defending the zones. Playing the objectives, I feel like we capped everything a lot faster, got more points a lot quicker than in like Modern Warfare. So I think they're actually benefiting playing the objective here in this game mode, which hopefully everybody catches on to, because like in every objective mode game ever, no one plays the objective. I can be guilty of that, but you know, got to go for those kills. But we'll go ahead and get into one of the new game types here on the next set of clips. Yeah. So here, everybody, we've got VIP Escort, which is just how it sounds. Yeah, see, you got your cool trailer reveal entry into the map, and like I said, so VIP Escort, one person will randomly be designated the VIP. You see, this is the guy in front of me. He's got his little cool little tactical hat, and they only have a pistol, as far as I'm concerned. I was never the VIP, so I can't confirm, but I believe they have a pistol with maxed out attachments, and a little bit of an overpower, because I've been down by the VIP fairly quickly with my M4. But there are two spots, A and B, so it's kind of like a search tactic there as far as designating what side you're going to go to and protecting your VIP at all costs and getting him to the exfil site. So there's a timer and he'll just fly up whenever it's full, and then you win the round. Conversely, if you're the defending team, if you down the VIP, you'll win the round as well, even if there are still a full squad. This game mode is the first to 4, not the first to 5, and you know, it's a pretty quick game type. There's nothing really much to be said about it as far as just like, tactics and trying to figure out a way to get the VIP exfilled or to kill the VIP without your whole team getting wiped out, like we do in this little segment here. Pushing, I'm just gonna push. Ugh. I would also recommend this game type for a full squad. If you try to play solo with the randoms, you're probably not gonna get many rounds just because of the lack of communication. What side you're gonna go, A or B. If you're gonna cover somebody's flank, or if you're gonna push, you're gonna stay. So would definitely recommend squads on this one. And a side note about the vehicles, at least for controller, I tried to use the triggers for gas and brake. You don't move. Controllers for the vehicles are with the thumbsticks. So you press forward on the left stick to go gas and your right thumbstick to look around. That did take a little bit getting used to. But like I said, if the round starts and you can go all the way, flank around like I just did here, and save a whole round, and your friend's KD by getting the drop on the VIP from their rear, which ends their round pretty quickly. But yeah, VIP is pretty fun. Would play it with squads. There's another map, Miami, that's pretty fun. But I don't think I got that in this recording. But that one can be a little hectic too. But on to the next one. So here we have Combined Arms Assault, which is essentially like a big tug of war between points. So you and the enemy team contest over a singular point, and it either moves you back or it moves you forward in the stage, essentially. This map here is probably my least favorite of the ones that I played, just because everybody just sits in the boats with the machine guns and just camps the decks, and you just get slaughtered on spawn, which is highly annoying. So you either have to blow up the ship with the M60s that are on the main ships, or you have to somehow get behind the little patrol boats and shoot them in the back of the head as they're piloting. Zip lining gets you from point A to point B, ship to ship, and swimming is the only other option. You can shoot underwater, so keep an eye out for that. If you or another player are in the water, just get ready to fire, and not hesitate, because I've been killed underwater a lot of times not thinking I could shoot, and it's just something to get used to. There is a little indicator of momentum, which is supposed to be able to make you cap the points faster, but in the short time that I played, I didn't really notice anything. I felt like I capped the same, or maybe it's for multiple people that you that you capture faster. But you'll see, momentum times 2, momentum times 3. But I mean, unless you're overloaded with enemies at the same spawn points, it doesn't matter how fast you capture, because they probably have momentum too. But yeah, as far as just our team on the points, I didn't notice it making much of a difference with momentum. So I wonder if they're going to tweak that at all, or if it's just going to stay the same and you cap at normal speed. But the Combined Arms was an okay game type. Maybe it was just this map. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it might be to your guys' cup of tea. The tug of war, Battlefield-esque kind of game type there. But yeah, I believe that's really, I think that's all we've played so far. At least that's what I got my hands on within the first couple hours. It does take a long time to level up your weapons there. I used the XM4, which is essentially the 550 from Black Ops 1 and 2, perhaps. I don't recall. But yeah, it did take a little bit of time to get those attachments and actually unlock something that'll help with, the recoil and a good sight picture other than iron sights. Another issue I found was the party connectivity. I don't know if it was just because I was on Xbox and my friends were on PC, but trying to get everybody into a lobby together was frustrating, at times. There's a spot for like 15 minutes where 15-20 minutes where we couldn't get anybody together via the invites. So hopefully they fix that in the future, because it was irritating. Overall though, I had a really good time with the beta for the short amount of time that I did play it. I want zombies more than anything right now, just because it looks so good in the reveal trailer. But I know I should probably keep my hopes down, just in case. But I'm excited to see a lot of the new maps, maybe some other game modes that they didn't put here in the beta. I'm excited for zombies. I'm really excited to see the continuation of the storyline. But yeah, that's everything that I have on the beta right now, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, I appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here's a little clip of Warzone of my cousin Joe and I getting a dub. Enjoy.
Closing fast. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Enemies here. Friendly loadout drop on the way. Enemy soldier incoming.
Heading this way.
Gas is closing in. Enemies here. Losing ground.
Asshole. Moving.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemies here. All targets remaining. Good work. Gas is moving.
Moving out. Heading this way. I'm moving.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I sincerely appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. We'll be posting stuff there, you know, giving you updates on some of the new video content we're doing. We are probably going to post more of our arrow shoots on Facebook and Instagram, so keep an eye out for that as well. Check out Blackheart Cinema on YouTube and Cruella Entertainment on YouTube, like Cruella DeVille, and you can get a taste of what's to come as far as our arrow series. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy the beta.